What's up, you gentlemen of culture? Grab some coffee. Let's talk about ride outs. So there's two things I want to talk about today. It's inviting friends to go to ride outs, inviting your buddies to come with you on a ride. And then also, if you are considering going on a ride, what do you need to know, man? I was scared to death. I'll be honest with you, man. I was super intimidated the first time I went on a ride out. And so I'll kind of cover that experience with you so you kind of understand, like, hey, these are some tips. And then how to get your friends out riding. Because that's, if you look at the very first video I ever made, it was me sitting right out like 180 degrees behind this camera, sitting right here talking about my big ripper I just got for Christmas in 2019. So if you look back on my channel, really the first video I ever made was, hey, there's these big bikes. And if you used to ride bikes when you were a kid doing freestyle and racing, they have these big bikes you can go buy on. You don't have to be an angry dentist that rides a road bike or a mountain bike around your town or city or whatever. That was like the whole reason I started this. So we're going to talk about getting your friends familiar with ride outs, inviting friends that don't necessarily ride bikes. Maybe they used to ride bikes, maybe they're interested in it. We're going to talk about what it's like to invite your friends. And then also, if you are watching this and you haven't been to a ride out, towards the end of the video, we're going to talk about, like, hey, things to know about your first ride. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I do to try and get, like, hey, attention, where I can find people at work or when I'm walking around, I tend to wear BMX shirts, like a Torker shirt, a Supercross shirt, a Haro shirt, hats, shirts, things like that just represent the BMX vibes that we had. I'll wear a Swatch watch. I'll wear Vision streetwear shoes. Because, like, let's be honest, man, if you're walking in and you're getting gas at the stop and rob and you're like, hey, dude, there's some Vision streetwear shoes, I would talk to that dude. I'd be like, man, I haven't seen those since I was a kid, you know? And that's how you can really just quickly make friends with people. Man, if somebody's wearing something that's obvious from, like, our generation of like a landmark thing, like some dude does just not accidentally score some Vision streetwear shoes. Like, you have to go look for those. You're not going to see someone with a Haro shirt unless they truly know what Haro is, right? So look for those kind of signs. What I do at work, I'll put stuff like, I put a number plate, I put a Radical Rick bobblehead that I got from Supercross. That's just sitting on my desk. If you are walking down an aisle at an office and you see Radical Rick bobblehead, I would stop. Like just be honest, right? You'd stop. You'd be like, that's a bro. So step one, just make it known that you like BMX, man. It's pretty easy. Rock your BMX stuff. That's the easiest thing to do. Put a sticker on your car, man. I don't care. Just do something that shows I like BMX. Next up, talk about it on Instagram and Facebook, man. I went on a bike ride, had a great time. Share it. It's pretty easy to do. Case in point, here's some footage of us riding around Tempe and Scottsdale just last night. think there was maybe 75 people with us last night. It's just me riding around, looking at buildings, because I'm mostly just doing this because we're in a downtown area. It looks beautiful, lots of neon. I love that stuff. But I'm just trying to show, like, this is what it's like, a big group of people. Many of your old school BMX friends remember what it was like riding around in big groups of friends, going to someone's house, putting like 15 bikes in a front yard and going inside watching a BMX video or searching for Animal Chin. So show them a group of people riding around. That's how you're gonna show, like, hey man, this is happening again now. And it's pretty fun, man. You're gonna see it, like, if I see that, I'm like, dude, I need to do that. A bunch of dads riding bikes, let's go. So show the fun and the excitement of it. It doesn't have to be wheelie content. It doesn't have to be anything. It could just be a group of people riding bikes as adults with lights and speakers, just having a good time. Step 2, show accurate versions of what ride outs look like. The freeway takeovers and stuff like that is clickbait. People will click it and watch it, get upset. That's what we like on social media. Whether we like to agree with, like, you want to believe that or not, rage bait gets clicks. So that's why that's big. We got to take the narrative back and show people that's not actually what happens. That's the 1% of the ride outs. Last weekend when that freeway takeover happened, that got CNN attention. 2,000 or so ride outs happened across the United States that had no impact on anything. Just a bunch of old people, young people having a good time on bikes riding around. That didn't make the news. But we got to make sure that we control the narrative. So if you're following along at home, number 1, plant flags so people can find BMX with you, associate you with BMX. Number 2, show accurate versions of riding. That's the other one. The third thing, help people find bikes. Invite them out to a ride. Give them a bike of yours to ride on the ride out so they can experience it. Think about the actual ride that you're inviting your friend on. This one that I go on with Average Joe's, it's a community type ride. There's also one in Mesa that's a shorter ride. It's only about 6 miles, takes about 2 hours. It is so slow and goofy and fun and entertaining, and it's just a party. There's a DJ, there's a tricycle with a DJ on it. So it's not about how fast you're going or how far you go for most of the group social rides. So just remember that. Invite people to I'm not going to invite my friend out for their first ride and like, hey, let's go on this Century ride. It'll be super rad. No, dude, you'll never see that person again. They'll unfriend you. I would. So make sure you invite your friends to socially paced, good time rides, not necessarily these long, like, hey, 50 miler, you know what I mean? You'll never see your friend again if you're going to do that. The ones I recommend, look up local bike shop rides and look up stuff like Critical Mass. Those kind of rides are big, and they take into account that there's going to be all skill levels of cyclists that are out there, from BMX to the angry dentist guys. So, we're golden. Have some fun with those. This one, you guys, is so real to me. I see it a lot on 24, 26, 29. If a bro comes in and is like, hey man, I'm thinking about getting a bike for ride outs because I went and saw a ride out or something like that. The very first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have 15 people post, here's my Basset that I have for sale for $5,000. Here's my Geronimo V1 serial number 02, or this custom Gary Turner prototype that I have for sale for $12,000. Bro, my man is just getting into it. Get him a complete SE. Like, let's just be honest for a second. Nobody tries to come into a sport buying the top end stuff if you don't even know if you like it, man. Just be real for a second. Get your friend look at the complete bikes out there. SE. I don't care what your opinion of SE or Todd is, but you can get a bike for about $1,000 and be ready to go. And you're out riding. You don't need some $20,000 bike that's going to impress other dudes. You really don't. Get on a bike. No one's looking at. Here's the reality of a ride out. No one's looking at your bike. No one's looking at you. We're just having a good time as a big collective group. That's it. No one's sitting there going like, that person's less because they don't have a complete custom Basset. Never happens. I promise you. You do not have to have some blinged out bike. Some of my favorite people to ride with have the most clapped out bikes you've ever seen, and they are an absolute great time to ride with. It does not matter if you have a name brand bike, a department store bike, spray painted clapper. I cannot say this enough. Just show up and have a good time. Don't worry about the bike you're riding. And if you are someone that's inviting people out, stop offering these like ridiculous. I'm gonna take it in the comments, and I understand it because there's a lot of people out there that are like, I'm trying to sell this bike, dude. I get it, man. You bought a bike, you got suckered into like, I need to have a Basset that's $5,000. No, you don't, dude. And now you're trying to unload that to somebody else. Be cool. Get them a complete bike. If they decide that, you know what, I really like this Basset brand, I'm gonna get into it. Or they decide, I like Supercross or Torker or Race Inc. or Johnny True Torch or insert every other brand out there. Let them come to Gary Turner. Let them come to that by themselves. Let them find that on their own. But just coming right out of the gate and being like, you have to have a Basset, you have to have Technique wheels, you have to have this bullseye billet evil alloy. No, you don't. You just need a bike. You just need a pedal, bro. Let's just be real for a second. You guys are just getting people on bikes. Your buddy doesn't need a Basset. He needs a big flyer. Just being real honest with you. Think of it this way. If my wife is like, we're pregnant, and I'm like, we need a minivan that can carry groceries and kids. If my option was to buy a rolling chassis of a minivan and I have to assemble it myself, we don't have a truck. We don't have a car. We don't have anything. If I have to assemble it myself, it ain't happening. Think about that for bikes for a second. If your dude comes in and is like, man, I'd love to get a bike. I'd like to know what this is about. Don't expect them to go build a custom bike and have to understand all the millimeters sizing stuff for a bottom bracket. Come on, man, be real. Nobody wants to do that. No one's gonna enter BMX. Look for the complete bikes. We have ranges, right? Throne, SE. If your buddy's just getting in, show them a big flyer is all they need. They don't need a custom Basset or a Supercross. They just need something to get on and start riding. So look at the things like the Thrones, the SEs, the Fits, the Elites. All of that are great bikes. And if somebody wants to get a high-end bike, they have the options. Racing has a high-end bike. Kuwahara has a high-end bike. Torker's coming out with high-end completes. Supercross is coming out with high-end completes. And SE has high-end completes. Now that's just, I know everyone just triggered. They're not high-end, they're SE. Come on, man, it's a disc brake. They've got sealed bearings, that's high-end, dude. If you, in the 1900s when we were buying like our high-end bikes, that SE that is like right now, the top of the line SE, is better than that one we had as kids. So let's just be real about it, man. No need to lie amongst friends. Let's be real. So steer your friends to a complete bike that makes it easy. Later on, they can decide what kind of seat clamps they like and what kind of hubs they like. But when they're just starting out, there's no need to pitch some $5,000 complete Basset, roller with profile or bullseye cranks. Just because someone did that to you, don't do it to somebody else. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry somebody told you you had to have a Basset to be accepted, but you don't. You can ride with a clapper. Just show up. So steer your friends towards their budget. Elite, I think, is just, I'm looking at Elite because I see that one at the local shop and it seems to be very affordable to get in, all the way up to the high-end Torkers, Kuwahara's Racing, stuff like that, where they have all the sealed blah, blah, blahs. Find the complete bike that's best for your friend, but let them decide. You don't have to tell them they need a, a $20,000 complete bike, because you don't. Make sure you get them a size bike that fits them. Just because you have a 29 and you think 29s are the greatest thing ever, there are other sizes. There's 24, 26, 27.5, 29, 32, and 36. Those are kind of the standards. Find the bike that fits that person's body, please. Just be like, some dude's gonna show up in the comments and be like, I'm looking to start riding bikes with you guys. And then everything is a 29. Everyone's like, get this, get this, get this. Not one person would ask, how tall are you, bro? Are you 4'4"? You might need a different bike. No one ever asks that. They just go straight to 29 because it's trendy. Think it through, you guys. Get the bike that's gonna, suggest the bike size that's gonna meet your friend's size. I know that sounds basic, but I feel like I have to say it out loud. All right, so if this is your first ride out, someone sent you this video or you're following along and you're like, okay, what does my friend need to know? You guys, here's the first thing. It's gonna be overwhelming. It's gonna be intimidating. You're gonna show up. You're gonna see a lot of people from every walk of life, every age, in the staging area where in the meetup area. Have a good time, man. Just hang out, get to know the vibe of the people around you, make some friends. You're gonna see people that resemble whatever era or whatever check mark or checkbox you're looking to fulfill at a ride. There's going to be the wheelie kids, there's going to be older people, there's going to be the average people. It's everything. So just, you're going to find someone that is like you. You're going to find you out there. So it's exciting. Have a good time, show up, don't have a whole lot of expectations. You're just going to ride around with a bunch of friends that you all like bikes. So you already have a common interest with all of these people regardless. So follow the leader, hang out. You will see a lot of things that may be overwhelming for you. If you're riding in a big pack, that can be intimidating to some people. If you haven't done it, like a lot of us grew up in the 80s, we all rode like 5 or 6 of us together so we'd all talk on a sidewalk. Well, we grew up doing that, but understand not everybody did. That can be scary to have people in front, behind, left, and right, plus cars. Most of the time on these social rides, we stick to residential neighborhoods we're riding through, waving at people, having parties out front. Just, it's a good vibe. Expect a good vibe. You're gonna have a great time. You can be a little bit intimidated by, man, I don't know if I can ride X, whatever that number of miles that they ride on that ride out. Understand, these big bikes are easy to pedal. The wheels are big. So if you see a 10 mile, a 15 mile, they're not that hard on these big bikes because we tend to ride slow. We tend to ride chill. We tend to stop, get breaks, have food, whatever, stop at gas stations. You're going to be fine. I promise you have the cardio to be able to pull these off. Especially if your friend is inviting you to the first ride. They've thought this through a little bit. Hopefully they watched the beginning of this video and they thought it through. They're not going to invite you to some 30 miler or something like that. It's going to be a fun ride. So expect nothing but good vibes. Expect to make some friends. Expect to have a lot of fun and expect to walk away going, I need a BMX bike. So talk to your friends. We've already talked before this video on where they can help you find a bike that's perfect for you. So just enjoy the scene, enjoy BMX. We missed you just as much as you missed us. And we're stoked that you found a place where you can enjoy BMX bikes again, riding with friends that are like-minded, that grew up and had the same shared experience as you did. Hopefully, for me, I'm looking for those 80s BMXers, the ones that rode Haros and GTs and Hutches and read BMX Action and BMX Plus and watched, Search for Animal Chin and hung out with skaters. And we all did the same stuff. We all rode the same launch ramps and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking for when I'm out searching for BMXers. But find your friends out there. People are looking to ride bikes. They grew up riding bikes. They would love to ride bikes with you. Help them. That's my biggest charge to you. Help your friends find BMX bikes, all right? You guys, thanks for watching this. Have a good time, man. I hope this helps you understand the ride out culture and helps it make it easier for you to ride with your friends and hopefully it helps you find friends that you can ride with as well. Have fun, you guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. All right, you guys, I want to give a special shout out to Level 7 BMX. It is a bike shop that sponsors the show. You can go over to level7bmx.com, enter code CopperState26. Here's a QR code to get you right there. If you are looking to get a new bike to go ride outs and stuff like that, there's a section on the top of his website that says Big Bike BMX. That's where all the big bikes are. Go there, buy a bike, and use that code CopperState26. You'll get a discount. So here you go. Help your friends get a bike. Hope that helps. Check out Level 7 BMX. Thanks for sponsoring the show.